What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Negative Degree Podcast, where we take the phrase stay positive and we throw it in the trash. I am your host, DJ Frostbite, and again, well, like I said, if you follow me on my social media, my voice was lost and it's starting to come back. It's not fully back yet, but still want to do a podcast for you guys because this might be the only one this week. I would not be here this Friday because this weekend I'm celebrating my birthday. My birthday is actually, I need to put that on silent, but my birthday is actually Monday, the Monday coming up, but I'm doing some stuff, celebrating a little bit early. Also going to be celebrating it on my birthday. I'm going to be DJing and stuff at Blue Nightclub. I got the flyer and invitation, everything for it. But I'm going out of town. Then I got some other stuff I'm doing to make some money this weekend. So it's going to be fun. But yes, my voice isn't all the way back. No, I'm not sick. I don't know what's up. Maybe it's because, when your job is because mostly 80% talking on a microphone and also doing this, shit happens. But probably some of you are asking, how did you lose your voice? Well, that is actually weird. So, what I think happened is Thursday and Friday night I went out. Friday night I was like yelling and shouting, which isn't great for your voice. Saturday had to do a wedding and did some shouting and stuff there too. Then Sunday was hanging out with my friend Jake, which I kind of felt it then. I was kind of losing my voice, and me and him talking and having some drinks. Me and him talking for like 4 hours, and while we were drinking, we were drinking. I think it was gin and Mountain Dew or whiskey and Mountain Dew. It was something. This is what happens when you have friends, bartenders. They give you crazy concoctions and stuff that actually go together. And me and him were drinking. I don't know if it was the Mountain Dew or what, but somehow I left his place at 8 o'clock, was going to the cotillion to go see some more friends of mine. Shout out to Brooke and JT. Because my friend Brooke is a wrestler, but she was a manager for this event and wanted to go see them, but I got there too late, and I'm so sorry about that because I really wanted to see some wrestling. But got there, it was like 8:30, and I noticed I could not say anything. Like, I go up to the security, and I literally was like, what the hell is going on? Like, it could barely even say like 3 words. So it's a good thing my voice is somewhat back, but it's not fully. Like, I'm pretty sure I still can't like yell and shit like that like I want to, but I'm gonna get through it. Like I said, I got some stuff this weekend I gotta do. Hopefully I don't lose my voice Friday night fucking partying, especially when I got 2 graduation parties this weekend as well. Can't be doing that and be, oh yeah, like none of that shit. So, that is your frosty treat at the beginning of the show. But today's topic, we're going to be talking about video games and how they are ripping us the fuck off. Specifically, Nintendo. Yes, I'm looking at you, Nintendo, because you're the reason why I want to do this topic today. So, for those of you that don't know, Nintendo, for the Nintendo Switch, have made Nintendo Switch Sports. Nintendo Switch Sports. This is like a copy of what they did for the Wii. But with the Wii, it was a combo with the game. They say it's free. It's not really free. It was just a combo to add to the game. You're still paying for the game. But That's what got them so many sales. It was the game came the game came with the console, and it was something just right out the box you can put in. And there you go. The new Nintendo Switch Sports is not free. Excuse me. It should have been. It should have been free, or came with or free. It should have came with the game, with the console. But it got released. I believe it's been like either a few weeks or a month now, something like that. This game, I looked it up. It is $40. Now you'd be like, oh, well, that seems pretty low. Why are you mad about that? I will tell you why. They are charging $40 for you to play 6 things. You get to play bowling, classic. Tennis, which was on this, those both were on the Wii Sports. So, bowling, tennis, badminton. That's basic, still tennis. Excuse me. If you guys hear me coughing, I'm sorry. I can't help it. But badminton, volleyball, chambara, which is like sword fighting, but you can like knock somebody into water, and then soccer. Now, there is a added 7th that will be coming, they said, in the fall, which is golf. And now, in my mind, I'm just like, so you get 7 things, and then an update for like some other shit. I guess it like changes arenas or something. I don't fucking know. It's something. And then, but yeah, during the fall, you get to go and you get to play golf. And I'm looking at him like, this shit should be like $20. Because why am I spending $40 to play 6 to 7 things when I'm honestly probably just going to play like 2 or 3? And I get this shit is probably like for kids or whatever, but even kids are just like, oh, I'm just going to do bowling. I'm probably going to do badminton or tennis. I'm not really going to fuck with chambara or soccer. Because I ain't gonna lie, that soccer shit is kind of try-hardy-ish. Because they're even making, I think it comes with the game, or you gotta like pay, you gotta buy it. I'm not sure, but it's like a ankle strap to where you can put the Joy-Con into, and you can like actually kick the. I'm just like, nah, that's doing entirely fucking too much. We might. This seems like some shit that would have came out on the fucking Xbox Connect. It's just like, this is something that Nintendo notoriously does. They take shit like this and they try to overcharge. Honestly, they do this with a lot of their games. They're not making huge consoles anymore. This is you can play it at home and take it on the go thing. It's a cartridge. It is a chip this size. This thing it's a fucking battle chip from Mega Man Battle Network size. Like it's that big. And I shouldn't be doing that on the camera because that shit would probably get photoshopped or some shit like that, or taken out of context. But I don't. And then they charge these crazy ass amounts. People keep texting me today. Also, make sure get in the chat, get in the comments. You already know I'm streaming through Restream, but I'm on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. Find me everywhere. I post. If you didn't see, I posted all my social media stuff on there where you can find me, follow, add, subscribe, all that stuff. Need to start plugging that more. But yeah, leave a chat, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. But they always do this where any title that they have, they always make it like way too fucking much. Like the Wii came out what, like 3-4 years ago, some shit like that. The titles that came out with it, the Pokemon Sword and Shield, Legend of Zelda, Mario Odyssey, Mario Party, Mario Kart, and all this stuff, it is still $60 till this day. Like, you go to Walmart, go to GameStop, go to Target, go to all those places. The shit is still $60. The shit's been out for 3 fucking years, and that shit does not dip. It is like, oh no, we're staying too. I'm like, so then you have to go to like GameStop and get like the pre-owned stuff to even try to get some type of like discount. And honestly, I feel like that's the way to go, because why am I paying for something brand new that I might not like? And as someone who has bought Zelda and Pokemon, so like I bought Pokemon, I think like Sword or something like that, $60. That shit was way too easy. Like, way too easy. Like, if you're a Pokemon fan and you played, like, if you grew up with like the original red, blue, green, yellow, shit like that. Well, red, blue, yellow. I think green came out like later on. But I'll say all the way up until I never played like Black and White and Diamond and Pearl and stuff like that. But it was an actual strategy game. Like, you had to actually go out and, grow the experience in your Pokemon and stuff. And the newer shit, it's just like, oh, you did a battle. Okay, everybody in your fucking party gets experience points. I was like, this makes no fucking sense. Like, this makes it way too easy. Like, I barely ever lost a fucking battle. I got through that game in probably like a month or something like that, and that's just probably. And honestly, if I was a more hardcore gamer like I used to be when I was like a few years younger, I probably would have been done with that shit in like a week or two. Legitimately, it's not hard anymore, and I hate the fact of that. But then they charge you $60, and I was like, I get it. It's because of the name, but when it's so easy and when you can, beat it so easily, it should probably be like $30-$40. Or they got the new Arceus, whatever the fuck, Arceus, whatever the fuck they want to call it, game, was supposed to be like more open world, still $60. That should be something that's $30-$40. It's supposed to be an open world thing. Why are you charging so much? But then you got a game like Metroid, Metroid Dread. I've been having fun playing this game. I still need to beat the rest of it. I have not touched my fucking Switch in so long. I might get on it later today. But Metroid Dread, a game that has been anticipated for almost a fucking decade or something like that. Nintendo, they did the Metroid Prime series, Metroid Fusion, stuff like that. They fucked it up with Other M, which I never got to play, and from what a lot of people say, you shouldn't play. Then that stupid Metroid like Federation game they did, which I'm not even gonna touch that. This is something that was like true to the Prime, like the Prime games and the old like Metroid Fusion games from like the Game Boys and the SNES and shit like that. They charge $30 for that. I'm just like, so you can do it for certain titles that you just don't give a fuck about, but would make you money. But the Zeldas and the Pokemons and of course Mario, because they gotta push that Mario shit on you. You'll charge $50-$60 for that. And it's just rehash after rehash after rehash. Like, how many times are you gonna keep making fucking Mario Party to the point where just like, I played this shit like with every single character. It shit's annoying and it's boring. How many, like Mario Kart, different story because you can play online, you can unlock stuff, this and that. It gets fun. Like it is fun. Mario Kart is fun, especially when you can get the mechanics into it and everything like that. It is a fun game. Paying $60 for it, fuck no. Then also you got DLC and everything like that you got to pay for. I'm good. Even with Zelda, $60 game. Shit's been out for like 3-4 years. They have fucking DLC. I just paid for the DLC like a month or two, like a while back. $20. And I'm just like, fuck. Then you got games like Kirby. Brand new games came out, $60. The entire game is basically him being able to suck up these big ass inanimate objects and be able to use powers with it. You can fucking suck up a car, suck up a vending machine, a fucking big ass cone, all this other stuff. I'm just like, why is this $60? This should be fucking $30-$40, legitimately. Fucking Big Brain Academy. I think that shit was fucking like $40, $50, $60. Like, why is this? It's a game about, enhancing your brain and making you smarter. Why do I have to pay this much? It should be it should be a $20-$30 game, legitimately. And I know I keep saying legitimately too much, but it should. It's certain games where it shouldn't be so much. Like, I'm a PlayStation user as well. I've had an Xbox. I will get into that later, but I am a PlayStation owner. I have a PS4, trying to get a PS5, but that shit's probably gonna be either forever, or I'm probably gonna have to end up dropping a fucking $1,000 to get one, and I don't want to do that. So, motherfuckers, stop buying all the damn PS5s. And also, I want to say this: is it vintage stock? I think it's vintage stock that's in the mall. How fucking dare you to charge $900 for a goddamn PS5? Fuck you. Do better. Have better shit in your fucking stores, and you wouldn't have to do some shit like that. Also, that is bullshit. You are charging double the price for this fucking thing. Fuck you. And I don't blame the employees. I blame the fucking company. Fuck you, vintage stock, for doing that bullshit. Stop it. You should not be fucking charging $900 for a damn brand new PS5 just because it's people can't fucking find it. Make it a reasonable fucking price. That rant got me. Sorry. Again, I have a PS4. I've had it for a while. I love it. I got a game. What is it? PlayStation have like these not PlayStation, but GameStop have like these random like day of play. I have a day of play edition PS4. It's blue and like gold champagne color, shit like that. It's awesome. But anyway, so there are certain games on there that I agree should be the price point that it is, wholeheartedly. God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Forbidden West. Big AAA stuff where it took like a lot. If you see these games, they are graphically beautiful, and then the gameplay and everything like that is flawless. It is beautiful. It doesn't take you that long to master. Then you have fighting games like Tekken, Street Fighter, stuff like that, where yes, it is easy to play, difficult to master. I just got back into Tekken recently. I hadn't played Tekken in so long. I think probably like Tekken 4 or 5 was the last time I ever played. And I've been trying to get back into Tekken 7. I'm a part of the Wichita video game fighting club, whatever. And I want to be able to do those tournaments, the Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken, King of Fighters, Injustice, all those games. But I know it's like a lot of combos and stuff we got to get into. But Tekken was one of those games I used to play when I was younger. I specifically remember on the original PlayStation where when you started it up, you could play Galaga, which is another one of my favorite games. And I used to hate when I was like getting into it and then my brother would fucking press start. And I was like, what the fuck? But then I got to beat his ass in Tekken. Those games, I do get why they charge so much because there's other things you can do in it. But they also do stuff with DLC Unlocking characters, unlocking season passes. That shit I hate. Even with racing games. Or, and I know somebody's gonna relate to me on this one. And this is for any platform. This is for PS4. This is for PlayStation. This is for Xbox. This is even for fucking Nintendo. Possibly. Buying 2K. NBA 2K to be exact. Because I know it's WWE 2K. Actually, just anything under the fucking 2K umbrella. Anything 2K. They charge you out the fucking ass for shit. So let's break that shit down for people who don't know. So any 2K game is usually $60, but they come out with like certain editions. So like with NBA 2K, it's like, oh, get the Legend Edition that is like $100 to like 150. It was 1 year that shit was legit $150, and I paid for that shit, and I'm just like, this is like the game was horrible. The game was legit trash. I think it was 19, like 2K19, 2K20 or some shit like that. The game was horrible. Then recently with the WWE 2K series, they have like their like some edition. It was the NWO edition, like NWO Wolfpack edition. That was like, I think 70, 80, $100, some shit like that. Then like the Undertaker fucking edition, which was, I don't know how fucking much, because I'm probably not buying the fucking game until it gets discounted. And the fact that they had to take a year off because the game that they made for 2K20 was hot garbage. That you can look up on YouTube for like WWE 2K20 how massively they shit the bed. It was like fake, like faces were fucking up. It was glitches in the game where if you were trying to like go up a ladder, you would like phase through, or you'd phase through the roof, not the roof, but through the ropes. It was some. I watched these two guys. I've been watching them since I was like in probably middle school or high school. Golden Raw with Steven Larson. They were playing like their stuff. Somehow I think Steve's character went from in the ring into like out in the fucking parking lot or some shit like that in the game. I was like, what the fuck? That's how fucked up those games are and were. Now with NBA 2K, every year they should have just like, okay, we're gonna slap a new coat of paint on this. We're gonna put in the new rosters. Might try to find a way to make motherfuckers extra sweaty. Because that's what they love to do. It's like, oh, it's not enough fucking sweat. Like, we got to make sure these motherfuckers are dripping with sweat, making sure those jerseys look super realistic to where you can just see it do like that. Like when they're running, you should be able to just see like every fucking like fiber just doing this when they fucking run. You don't need to do that. Like it is so stupid to me. Where the game, like all those basketball games should be like it, I'm a big fan of NBA Live, and not the most current ones, but like the older ones when it was on like the PS2 and shit like that. And like one of my favorites, and somebody's gonna be on my ass, but well, two of my favorites of all time because they're back to back. It is NBA Live 2005 and NBA Live 2006. My cousin had 05 on the GameCube, and I had 06 on my PSP. RIP to the PSP. Bring that shit the fuck back. Those shits were so fun. You had the slam dunk contest. You had the skills challenge. You had, even with just the regular gameplay, just being able to just shoot on a motherfucker or just doing crazy shit. Like they had it to where if you pressed like the fucking like L2 and like triangle some shit, You can do like a crazy fucking like jump shot or crazy layup or crazy dunk, depending on like the qualification, but the like person you were using, like what skill they had. If you had Vince Carter, he was a dunker. You press a certain button, motherfucker would like dunk on your head with a fucking tomahawk or some shit like that, or doing like 720s or some shit. That's what I want. Like I want a basketball feel, but I still want that arcade style shit. Look at fucking NBA Jam, or that shit will never be fucking touched ever. That is one of the funnest games to ever play. And fuck anybody who say, "Oh, well, we got 2K playgrounds." I'm like, that shit will still never touch fucking NBA Jam, ever, 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 ever. I don't care what anybody says. That fucking NBA 2K playground shit is not gonna touch it. The only thing that, excuse me, the only thing that was like even close to touching fucking NBA Jam was, excuse me, I'm sorry. This is just it's like it's something stuck in my throat, and I don't know what the fuck it is, but I think it finally just dislodged, and I hope it did. But again, I think the only game that ever got close to beating NBA Jam was NBA Street. It's the NBA Street series. That shit was so fun. I'm talking the original, Volume 2, going into Volume 3, then doing the fucking NBA Street home court. You could not fuck with me on home court. You couldn't fuck with me on home court or fucking Volume 3, to be honest with you. Because I was playing that shit like crazy. I had it on Xbox. I'm thinking about getting another PS3 so I can get it on PS3. Guys, that shit was amazing. It legit was. I think I actually did have it. I think I had it when I had a PS3, and my cousins used to have it when they had a PS3, and I would ball the fuck out and kick their asses. And my cousins are like fucking 10, 12 years older than me. I hate the fact that like it's so much stuff to where it has to be super realistic and simulation based. Like with Madden. I'm not a big football fan, but I used to love playing Madden. I recently got into it like a few years ago. I was actually getting good at it. I don't know about tournament good, but I was good enough. I was good enough for like a regular playing modern fan, a regular playing Madden fan. I could probably beat them. Not a casual player, but someone who was like regularly playing fucking Madden. I could take them on. I'm not joking. I stopped playing after I think 19 or 20 or some shit like that because it just got stupid. It got entirely fucking stupid. whichever the one where they had it to where I think it was like you and your homie, they were both trying to like get into the NFL, and then he found out like the white dude found out that he had like a sister or some shit like that. I don't know, they do too much with these storylines. But I mean, shit, I can even go back to fucking 2K with storyline shit, but I'll get into that in a second. That might be another thing about video games. But it's not even the fact that like they made it harder, they made it dumber. They made it to where it's like, oh, if you're a casual, you can't play this game. And also, if you just got into it recently, we just changed shit completely. And I hate that. I was getting used to the controls. I was getting used to plays and shit like that. Then they changed a lot of the shit. And I'm like, fuck this. I'm not playing this anymore. You can even tell like graphically that it fucking changed. Because it used to look like pristine. Now this shit try to make it look like fucking NFL Blitz. I'm just like, it's not NFL Blitz. If I wanted to play that, I'd break out a fucking N64 and start doing fucking 3Ds and fucking and shit to motherfuckers. But I play this because it's supposed to be like a somewhat simulation football, somewhat. Because ain't nobody, if you're sitting there playing 12 minutes a quarter of fucking Madden. You're fucking crazy. You're spending an hour or like 40 some minutes a not even a day. You're spending so much time playing fucking Madden for that long. No, you do like 5 6 minute quarters. If you are legit sitting there playing 12-minute quarters of Madden, something is wrong with you and you have no life. Like, your wife needs to leave you, your kids need to like start talking down to you, all that shit. You're a crazy person. You are trying to do way too much, and you are not going to be in the fucking NFL. You are not going to be a coach. You're not going to be fucking anything. Stop doing that. No one should be doing that. Anyway, rant over with that one. But going back to storyline stuff, people be doing ridiculous shit. Going back to 2K, they did one where it had Spike Lee. They had Spike Lee directing it. This shit was so crazy. It literally had a death in it. It was about a guy. They called him Freak because his name was. They made the name like one of their studios or whatever. So his name was Frequency Vibrations, which is so stupid. Like, you couldn't find the actual fucking name for this guy. So his nickname was Freak. And his friend, who they know each other since like they were kids or whatever, was hood dude, trying to get money off of him, talking all this shit, trying to be a rapper. And then they get into a fight. And then there was legit a part where they talk about how I think the main character like killed someone, and his homies like took the blame for it. So then the friend was like, "Hey, let me borrow your car." He got drunk, crashed the car, and died. Like, that was a legit thing. Or, and also in the same story, the main character had a twin sister who hated the main character's girlfriend, and her and the girlfriend got into a fucking argument, and the girlfriend goes, "Oh, you win the award for the best sperm," some shit like that. Best sperm award. I was like, what the fuck? It was some crazy shit. It just so weird. But even not even that. Recently, because I watched G4 and Attack of the Show and stuff, they were giving a review for the old Def Jam series games, like Def Jam 5 New York, Def Jam Vendetta, and even fucking Def Jam Icons, which was so hot garbage trash, basura. Even playing those games and seeing like the storylines, they weren't the greatest, but the fact that it was a fun ass game made up for it. If you played the original Vendetta game, Def Jam Vendetta, it was about you helping out your boy Manny, paying off a fucking debt that he couldn't do himself, which is stupid. And then finding out your girlfriend is with the fucking mob boss, and then she trying to fuck with you while she fucking with this dude. Then she gets you fucked up because the mob boss finds out, makes you do basically like a 3-on-1 handicap match with 3 guys, and then find out your homie turns on you because he paid off his shit. And then you got to fight in this fucking tournament, and then you face off with D-Mob, the mob boss. And when you beat him, he goes to jail. Then Def Jam Vendetta goes into more details in that, to where they make D-Mob the fucking like protagonist, and you are like his underling. He's trying to teach you like good and bad and all this other shit. I'm like, he was just the asshole in one game, and then now he's the good guy in this shit. And they got fucking Snoop Dogg playing Crow, being the asshole like mob dude, trying to like take over everything. It. No, then also you got to have a girlfriend, and then Crow takes your like kidnaps your girl, and then fucking fingers try to like set her on fire and shit like that. It's a whole fucking thing. It's stupid, but gameplay, that shit was fun as fuck. It was fun, and I think a lot of people need to understand that is like you can have like very basic or like I'm gonna say it like this: you can have some BET level fucking storyline dumb shit, and if you know you know, you can have some holiday heart, soul food. Uh, I can't even think of some other movies right. Baby boy level ass fucking storytelling in video games. As long as you got great gameplay, no one will give a fuck. No one. I've been playing Horizon Forbidden West, and that shit is amazing. Like gameplay, amazing. Story, it makes sense what they're trying to do, and I do get it. It's not like the most amazing fucking like storytelling they've done, but you get the concept of what they're going for, and it should make sense. As long as you make something that can make sense, then yes, you can. I say if you can do that, then you can charge the money. But Nintendo, going back to Nintendo, when your shit is basically, oh, Mario needs to fucking get Peach or gotta collect this shit, you shouldn't be charging them the money that you are. Also, let's have this conversation. Is Peach just like Peach is fucking Bowser? Like that's happening, right? Like Peach is fucking Bowser, and she's just cheating on Mario. Like I don't understand how every time Mario has to go fucking get her, like she's fucking cheating, bro. Like he's not like Bowser is not just fucking kidnapping this bitch. She's fucking him. She's cheating on you, nigga. You are being cucked right now, and you just don't see it. Like I had to get that off my chest. I'm just like Mario is getting fucking cucked. Like his girl is cheating on him with Bowser, a fucking big ass turtle motherfucker. And every time he got to go fucking say it, then I was like, you not saving her, nigga. You ruining her fun. Like you catching her cheating every time. Like why is every game she always in his fucking tower? But also the thing with video games is I can't even say that they're getting expensive because I've actually done some research a little bit, which somebody's probably like, oh wow, he's actually done research for this. And I did some Google searches and shit, and listened to certain stuff. So there's another podcast I listened to called Under Consultation. It's a show about an old like 90s game show, like gaming show, and they were talking about how much like stuff for like the Nintendo 64 and PlayStation, all that stuff. Even one of my other non-gaming podcasts, what is a wrestling podcast called Grapsity, they were even talking about like the old school like consoles, like the fucking Dreamcast. That's how way back to like Dreamcast, N64, the PlayStation 1, 2, shit like that. A fucking cartridge, a cartridge for like the Nintendo 64 was $70. And I look back because I had a Nintendo 64. I used to have one actually. Then I think I sold it because I needed cash for some shit, and then for that to Game Exchange, and then they went out of business. So still actively looking for another one because I actually do enjoy playing the N64. So I'm trying to get another Wii so I can play like some of the old N64 games on that because I did have a Wii, and I think I gave it to my dad, and he barely fucking plays it. All he does is play Wii bowling because he's old. Anyway, and I had to think about it. I was just like, wait, I was born around that time. Like I'm born in '94. The Nintendo 64 came out like '94, '95, something like that. And I remember having a fucking Nintendo 64 for a long time. I legit had uh, NES, Super NES, Nintendo 64. Ended up getting the GameCube. Like I had a lot of that stuff. I don't know how or why. Like, am I in the fucking like Matrix or some shit like that? Like, how the hell did I have all those? And then I find out that the Nintendo 64 came out the year I was born, or the year after, something like that. Anyway, but you have to think about it. I was like, damn, were video games always that fucking expensive? And I looked back and I looked up some of the games I had, like, not Fight Night, but Knockout Kings and some of the fighting games, WrestleMania 2000. I had like some stupid fucking Power Rangers game, like Lightspeed Rescue, whatever. Because I was that person. I was that kid, even though that game sucked ass. Um, Fighters Destiny, which that was a weird ass game. Uh, like, oh yeah, all those games were like $60, $70 for a cartridge. Fucking the Pokemon like Battle Arena game, that was $60, like $60, $70. And I was spending my own money on the shit, or my parents were buying me this stuff, and I had a lot of games. I had like 20 fucking like cartridges somewhere like that. Like I had so many. I had so many. My parents bought me like this cartridge like thing to keep them all in place, so that way I can just have them in there instead of having them like stacked up like motherfuckers have books. Like, that's how crazy that shit was. And them shits was 60. Like, I thought about this shit. I was like, if you had those games now, or it, not even that. Say for instance, you had all those popular games. You had the Mario 64, the Zelda not Wind Waker, Zelda Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. You had the Pokemon Stadium. That's what it was, Pokemon Stadium. Then go into the other Pokemon Stadium 2, where it was like the gold and silver. And all the other like popular games. You probably spent like almost $1,000 fucking. And I'm just like, damn. The fucking video games be getting motherfuckers. And they be getting me too. Cause I don't buy as many games as I used to, but I buy some games. Like, I went last month. I bought 2 games for my PS4, and I bought a game and a DLC pack for my Nintendo Switch. I bought Resident Evil 0 and just Resident Evil 1 for my Switch, and then the DLC for Zelda. And then I got for my PS4, excuse me, for my PS4, I got Horizon Forbidden West because it was a brand new game, and I got Tekken 7. Altogether, that shit was like $160. I was like, and that's what a brand new game. That's a brand new game that just came out like a month ago. Tekken 7 that got a reduced price. It was like 20, $30, something like that. Which, if I would have went on the fucking PSN store or PlayStation store, I would have got it for like $10, shit like that, somewhere around there. Or I think I bought it for 30, and I would have got it for 20 if I would have got it as digital. I don't know. I think that's somewhat how it happened. I think another like $40, $50 for the Resident Evil, which is a combo. Well, it's it's not even a combo. It's the fucking chip with Resident Evil 0, and then it was a fucking digital code for Resident Evil 1. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it it's got to be a way you can put both games on one fucking like chip. Like it has to be. And I barely even touched that Resident Evil Zero. Excuse me, sorry. But I barely even touched that Evil Zero. I've had that game on GameCube. I am stuck still on the same fucking level. I got a little bit further on this since then. I'm still stuck on the same shit. I literally just let's put it like this. This is how bad I am at Resident Evil Zero and shit like that. I am just now finally seeing the cutscene to get me to like the level 2. Yeah, like I finally get off the train. You know, you get off the train, it's fucking fire and shit everywhere, and then you can actually get off the train. That's how far I am. Like that's why I keep getting stuck at, because it's a part in the game where you gotta fucking like put in the access code and all this other dumb shit. You gotta fight around these fucking zombies, and then you don't have any more ammo, because if you use the ammo on these fucking zombies, when you get off the fucking train, it's more zombies. They're gonna fucking kill you. And then if you don't save it at the right time, which is annoying, it's very, very, very fucking annoying. Once you die, you start back from where you were. And that is so stupid to me. Well, I know somebody's like playing Dark Souls, be like, "Oh, you think that sucks? What about when we can barely save in certain games and blah blah blah." And I get that, and also as someone who doesn't play Dark Souls, don't care. But yeah, the video game industry as a whole, they kind of rip you off. Honestly, that's kind of how I felt like when I had my Xbox. Like, I had a 360 and an Xbox One. I say this with all the fucking confidence in the world. For a company who makes computers and does all this other dumb shit, why does it take forever today to download a game? Like it finally came out. I don't understand why it would take so long for a game to fucking download, for you to play and all this shit. It was games that I had that were barely even fucking 10 gigs. It would take a day and a half for that shit to go. I'm like, why? Why does this shit take so long? Fucking PlayStation, that shit, I put that shit on fucking rest mode. I should be done probably like 30 minutes. I have games on here that are legit like 90 to 100 gigs. It said it'll take like 4 hours. I got it done in 2. Where for a fucking Xbox, that shit, I would probably play it. I wouldn't probably be able to play it for like a week. I don't get it. Also, something with fucking Xbox I never understood was, and I know this was before PlayStation was doing this, because at first PlayStation had to where you can play online for free. I hated the fact that with Xbox, you had to have like internet access for so much shit, but you had to pay for the internet access. Now it's a fucking standard thing. I get it, but back then it was like, fuck this. And also the fact that they were still like, you couldn't have just like a regular, like music player. And I know for some people it was like, why does that matter? You gotta think, a lot of people don't just have like Spotify and stuff like that. Me, I still have music from when I was in like middle school and up till now, like saved on my phone, on a hard drive, not a hard drive, but like a flash drive, probably on a hard drive somewhere too that I just don't use. On my phone, on a SD card. Go Team Samsung. Never get rid of that fucking SD card slot. Because if you do, I'm probably gonna go to Motorola. Not joking. I'm actually thinking about getting a Motorola phone right now. But it's just so much shit. I'm just like, why do I have to pay to play online or to do certain shit? To the point where I just got, well, because I'm not playing online, which I really don't play that much online anyway, because shit, if you play like Call of Duty or certain games, you got them fucking headsets on, you might hear somebody saying some dumb shit. I've heard it a couple times, and I'm just like, in order for me to keep my sanity and not going to jail, I am not going to play these games online anymore. I still remember, till this day, the Call of Duty Ghost of, it's not even somebody like commenting anything, but playing online, and I see dude right in front of me. I am unloading unloaded the entire clip on this dude. I'm reloading, about to shoot him again. He shoots me 3 times and I die. How the fuck does that happen? How does that work? I'm like, when I put an entire clip in you and I'm aiming straight at you, and then I'm reloading, about to shoot you again, and then you just go pop 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 and I die. I'm like, that ain't fair. And that's something that fucking Call of Duty be doing the most of. That's why I like Battlefield more. I know everybody's like, with the new Call of Duty shit, they like the newer Call of Duty because it's a little bit different. I know the new Battlefield, everyone said it's trash. I haven't got to play it. I wanted to play it. I was excited to hear about it. And then I heard that shit was garbage. And I was like, y'all failed me again. Like, Battlefield, what the fuck is up with y'all? But again, it's an EA title, which I wish they could move to somewhere else. But I'm just like, playing Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. Like, Battlefield 4 was my shit. I actually, like, that was one game where, like, I got good at. Like, I was playing the shit out of it. That was a game, like, if I went into it now, I'd probably be garbage because I haven't played it in a while. But if I would have kept going and kept grinding, I probably would have got like 20 to fucking 30 kills in like no time before I even like died. I'm gonna call you later, Dad. Why are you calling me right now? We'll call you later. All right. People just hitting me up today. I'm just like, I don't get why. Anyway. That's something else I do hate with games too, is they're not making it, like, some games they do make it harder, which you get a more like skill-based game. There are games like Call of Duty and Battlefield, even some 2K and stuff like that, to where if you if you pay real money for their virtual currency bullshit or VC, or just buying packs and shit like that, you can just be the man. And I hate that shit because someone like me who wants to grind to make their character better, and then just getting nerfed by some idiot, it annoys me. It annoys me immensely because it's like, I'm working hard to do what I need to do, and I got some idiot who just dropped like fucking $5,000 on his character just to fucking do a fucking alley-oop fucking loop-de-loop dunk, shit like that. Or some idiot when I'm playing like Battlefield, or Call of Duty, something like that, and something like that happens to where I'm literally shooting this dude in the chest or even in the head, and it's just nothing, and I go to reload and the dude just goes fop fop fop, and I'm dead. Like, that shit's not fucking fair. Make it skill based. You should be able to, like, yeah, if you want to push your fucking stupid like packs and shit like that, do it, but make it for like skins or like certain guns and stuff like that. But don't make it fucking overpowering. Sorry, this is gonna be a horrible episode of this podcast. I'm sorry. This might be a part 2 or something like that, or a revised one. But make it to where it is fair. Make it to where it is skill based. Make it to where people still want to play. And yes, you want to put your fucking microtransaction shit in it. Go for it. I don't care. You want to make your stupid fucking money, even though you're charging so much money anyway. I don't give a shit. But don't make it to where, oh, if you buy this much shit, you can be what you can prestige or you can do all this other shit and just dominate everyone. That is the bullshit that I hate. I hate when when me or someone, even somebody else, where you're playing something and then you just get fucking like dumped on by some dude that just spent fucking like $2,000 doing some dumb shit. Shit's not fair. I wish we can go back to when games were just like, you buy this, you put it in, or you put in a code, or you buy it online, and you can just play it. Like, I want to buy Cuphead. I'm literally debating on buying Cuphead, which I might just go do because it is hard. It is a skill to get through, but it is still fun. You don't gotta play online to do it. You don't gotta do no other dumb shit. It is patterns. It is patterns of how to beat a fucking character, like beat a certain boss. That is shit that I like. It is how can I beat this boss? How can I do this without taking a bunch of damage or shit like that? I've seen gameplay of Cuphead. Yeah, the shit might look like a fucking cartoon from like the 1940s, some shit like that. But shit looks fun. It is a certain thing to it to where it's a level of difficulty that a lot of people don't get. Or a lot of people just won't fucking tolerate. They see it as, oh, well, it's fucking. I'm like, no. It may look simple, but it shit will fuck you up. And that is a thing that I like. It's like it's like going back to basics with like the old school Marios, or even like fucking old Kirby shit, like the fucking Kirby 64, where it's a side scroller, which I love. It's those small things that make a great video game. And that's something that fucking costs like $20, which again, fuck you, Nintendo. Like you'll charge fucking $20-$30 for that to be on your on the Switch, but all this other dumb shit that you put out is fucking $60. Shit, even fucking like the Tony Hawk Pro Skater remaster that they did is like $30-$40. I was like, fuck off. But like even with that, like that's a decent price point because of what you get. So I'm not gonna lie, I bought it for the Switch and I bought it for my PS4. I still got to play the rest of it on my Switch. The one on my PS4, I know with certain like stuff I still got to unlock. I'm not really playing online because so many fucking tryhards. Like I play that shit. I play that shit online. I think I'm good. Or I don't know if it's like a way from that people be fucking cheating. There was no way in hell somebody is getting like a fucking 300 million billion fucking combo. Like how? Like it makes no goddamn sense. Like I'm in there doing like a fucking 2 million, point combo and shit, and the next thing you know, some motherfuckers coming out doing like a 10 million fucking like a 10 million or 200 million. I was like, how the fuck is this happening? Am I missing something? Is there like is there something in this game, or like a fucking I don't even know what to say. It boggles my fucking mind. It's stuff like that to where it's like, yeah, this is why I stay a casual fucking gamer. I used to be a mid-core gamer where I was like, I did a legit fucking paper on video gaming. I probably have it somewhere. It's on a fucking flash drive somewhere. I might drop it as like a PDF or something on like my Facebook or Instagram. But I did an entire paper about the different levels of like gamers. And I was a mid-core gamer. I wasn't super hardcore. I wasn't playing it like fucking 72 hours and not having to get up to take a dump or take a piss and shit. It is legit people who they make like thrones or like shit like that to where if they need to take a shit or take a piss, they can do it right there. Like they'll get like one of those fucking mop buckets, like that, like you see like the janitors have, like the big ass yellow one. They will like it's some crazy shit that they do. It's just like, yeah, I will never be that. But I think since I've been getting older, I've been getting more into like the casual gaming. But I still might be a mid-core gamer because I still play a lot of stuff. But because of what I do, I can't play all the time. Like when I play my game, it's like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I look up and I was like, oh, I need to go to bed because it's fucking 7. I just did another frosty treat for you. I need to get a graphic that says that. I'm gonna make a graphic, and then every time I'm telling a story, like frosty treat. So Sunday, before I lost my voice and all the other stuff I had to do, I entered a Super Smash Bros. Tournament, and I was confident. I was like, I got up. I went and found my old GameCube controller, which is fucked up. Like, fucked up. Like, it's missing the rubber on the fucking analog stick. It's missing the rubber on the fucking C stick, which I know you probably people looking at me like, how the hell did you fuck that up? I was like, That's what happens when you get something that fucking 9, 10 years old. And it was at the Forge. Shout out to the Forge. You guys are awesome. And I hope to be, hopefully I can DJ there. If not, I will definitely be there for more tournaments, stuff like that, as soon as I know how to get better. So I get up there, I'm confident. I brought my old controller, and I brought a new controller that I got for my Switch. I should have went to GameStop and got an actual like Super Smash Bros. Controller, but I was like, fuck it. So get to the Forge, walk in confident. There's a bunch of old school CR TVs lined up with the old red, white, and yellow shit. I was like, cool. And I'm just sitting there like waiting because there was a lot of people practicing and stuff. The guy who's hosting the tournament comes up to me and was like, hey, what's your name? I was like, which my gamer tag is usually D minor. I'll explain why that is on a different day, but not right now. So I was like, oh, okay, we're doing practice rounds right now. We're starting up in a bit. So I'm like, cool. I didn't realize when we were starting. I heard this guy was like, oh, do you want to do some practice stuff? I was like, sure. I thought we were practicing. Turns out we were starting the tournament. This dude kicks my ass. Now, my S tier, S tier, A tier guys, whatever you want to call it, are usually any other people from like Star Fox. If Fox, Falco, if it's like the Melee, Wolf, not Melee, but Brawl, and what the new one they got is like all those guys from fucking Star Fox, because they kind of got the same move sets. They got the hard hitting stuff. They're fast. I used to use like, I guess my A tier guys, whatever, would usually be like, more of the sword fighters, like, Zelda, Marth, Ike, Roy, even like Captain Falcon I used to use a lot too, but I stopped using him. More of like the floaty guys kind of do, or like the fast paced guys are more my thing. So I should have used Falco because I do like Falco more, but I use Fox because I'm like, I can fuck some shit up with Fox. And the other guy he uses Yoshi. I was like, really, Yoshi? Like, is he like, he can't, like, he's gonna fucking lose. This dude destroys me. Everybody like, oh, he couldn't be that bad. No, I'm saying like this. I didn't get one win. And what I mean by that is it was a best of 5. He beat me 3-0. When we were playing like the first game, like the first 2 games we played, I don't even think I knocked him off the board. Real shit. or maybe I think I probably did like once. The second game, I think I knocked him off once or twice. The third game, I got him to like 2 lives, or to my 1, so I had to catch up. He whooped my ass. So then I was in the losers bracket. It was double elimination. And the next guy, and also with the first guy, he asked me, he was like, hey, I don't mean to sound rude, but is this your first tournament? I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, I've been doing this since I was a teenager. I was like, fuck. This dude, this dude had a arcade style controller. I am not like control stick over here, and like all like the 4 buttons like on the other side, like kicking my ass. I think his name was like Francis, something like that. Kick my ass with Yoshi. Like I was just seeing, I'm just like fuck. So then again, losers bracket, whatever. I'm like, oh, I can make my redemption. So the other guy, he goes with Falco, and I still stick with Fox. I'm like, I'm gonna stick with Fox. This is my guy. I was gonna switch fucking Falco, but then he picked Falco. I didn't want to be like Falco versus Falco, which I probably should have just did. Like, I'm gonna stick with Fox. Dude kicks my ass 3-0. I got my ass handed to me. I think the sad part is I think I was the only black dude in this shit too. So I'm representing, and I'm just like, I got my ass whooped. I didn't even fucking stay for the rest of the tournament. Like, I left. I was only there for like 30 minutes, like 30 to 35 minutes. I got there late by accident because some shit. And I was only there for like 30, 35 minutes. I was just like, fuck. And it's still funny to me because I was like, I came in there confident, think I'm about to like destroy motherfuckers, and I got my ass handed to me. I was like, yeah, I'm not as good as a player as I think I am. And I feel I am a good fucking video game player. I am. But when you got tournament level motherfuckers, you're playing against, that's a whole different level. And that's something that I'm trying to get towards, is being able to actually play these tournaments and hopefully get into like some finals. Like that's why I'm trying to get into these fighting games, getting into Tekken, getting reacclimated and getting better at Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. I love Mortal Kombat, but it's a lot of stuff that I need to pick up, like all those big combos and stuff like that. Learning how to actually do all the fucking fatalities and stuff. With Tekken, learning those big 10-hit combos, or just a lot of combos in general. Like, I've been playing it recently. I think my top 2 characters are Jin and King, which King is just a wrestler, but I like his fighting style. I know how to do both of his 10-hit combos. Certain moves I'm still trying to figure out how to do. Jin, he's just a fast dude. I know how to do some of his stuff. I've been trying to get into, I think it's Brian. That's his name. But yeah, Mortal Kombat, usually my guy is not Liu Kang. Johnny Cage. I almost said Luke Cage. Johnny Cage is my guy. It's either Johnny Cage, it's I used to do like Noob Saibot just because it was the black guy. But usually, yeah, Johnny Cage is my guy because, it hits motherfuckers in the nuts and shit. And also his combos aren't that bad. Him, Baraka, just because I love the fucking the claws and shit like that. It's people that it's just stuff I gotta learn how to do. But yeah, just getting destroyed at these games. It's a humbling thing. It's like I walked in, not even like arrogant, but just like, man, I'm gonna kick some ass in this and that, blah blah blah. Like it's like motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to beat me. and I get my ass handed to me in the span of a half hour. Like, that's the most saddest part, is I got my ass kicked in the span of a half hour. And I had to, like, walk out. We're like, oh, I'm out of here. I don't know anybody else here. Fuck it, I just gotta go. But to cap this off, so I'm not doing another fucking 90-minute podcast again. Every single game, every console, not even console. The big brands of Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, even fucking PC gamers. I know the PC gamers out there. I don't want to leave them out. Which I know most people can be like, oh, you should just play on PC. PC is so much better. PC Master Race. I'm like, no, I don't got fucking $3,000 to spend on an Alienware computer or just to rebuild a fucking computer right now. $3,000 is a lot for me. Like, I wish I had $3,000 right now. Who the fuck is calling me? I don't even know what that is. But yeah, just these big brands, just trying to get like every little bit out of you with certain games. I feel like, and I'm going back to Nintendo with this too. Do better. Don't just try to overcharge us and be like, oh, this is what you want. Like, no. We know what we want. Well, I can't even say that, because then I'd feel like a hypocrite, because I say the same thing with our DJ. People don't really know what they want. They just think that they do. Give us something that is of substance and put it out there for a decent price. Don't just make these fucking bullshit games and charge these high prices, and then the shit either isn't finished, doesn't work, or is garbage gameplay. Do better. Even with your consoles, do better. Because there is no reason you should have a console, Xbox, that when you turn it on, you get a fucking red ring of death. For a company that is based off making fucking computers and shit like that, you would think this shit would be solid. And apparently now I guess it is. I don't know, because I'm probably never going to buy another Xbox again. Legitimately. I am probably never. Hey, shit might change. I might actually get an Xbox. But until they actually get more games, I will say that too. And this is someone, if you can't see, this is someone with a fucking Gears of War tattoo, and I own a PlayStation. That's how much I will never get another Xbox. Like, the fact that PlayStation has more original games than Xbox. Sad. It is very, very sad. Like, Xbox only has what? Halo, Gears of War. Shit, I think was that it? I think that's probably just it. Like, Gears of War, Halo. I think y'all had Sunset Overdrive, but you only made one game, which that could have been on anything. I don't understand why that was a fucking Xbox exclusive. Like, that was stupid to me. I would have played that on fucking PlayStation any day. It feels like it's not that many fucking Xbox originals. I don't know. I probably had to look it up and see what they have, but I feel like PlayStation has a lot. You got God of War, you got Uncharted, you got Tomb Raider? I think Tomb Raider is a PlayStation exclusive. Crash Bandicoot. Spider-Man is PlayStation exclusive. It is so much shit. Like, the fact, honestly, they should just make fucking Batman, like all those Batman games, fucking PlayStation exclusive, because it looks so much better. It's so many different. I think Street Fighter is a PlayStation exclusive, actually. Because I don't think I've ever seen it for Xbox. So yeah, I got Street Fighter. And I know the whole thing of, oh, well, Xbox is more popular. It's seen everywhere. I'm just like, no, PlayStation is still popular. It's just the fact that Microsoft will just brand everything. Like they'll just put their brand on everything. That's why you see them in like a lot of esports and stuff like that. Me personally, and I have it sitting here, this is the best controller of all time. I don't care what anyone says. The DualShock will always and forever be the best controller of all time. Nothing will beat this. I don't give a fuck about the Xbox controller. The fact that like everybody knows the name of this shit. It's not just the PlayStation controller. It is the DualShock. What's the name of the fucking Xbox controller? Somebody. Does it even have a name? I don't think it has a name. This has a fucking name. It is a life in itself. This will always be the best. This beats the fucking Nintendo 64 controller. This beats the GameCube controller. This beats the fucking Dreamcast controller. The fucking Sega controllers. Anything. This, to me, this even beats fucking mouse and keyboard. I don't care. This will always be the best. Just because something is popular doesn't mean it's always best. Xbox, yes, it has the esports shit. It has whatever else that it does that is branded to. Still not the best. The fact that everybody has Apple shit doesn't mean it's the best. I'm rocking PC. I'll take that. I have a fucking HP laptop I'm using to record this shit right now. And I DJ off of. And when I get some more money, I'm buying another HP or Dell or something laptop. I'm not getting a fucking Mac laptop or Apple laptop and shit like that. I'm not getting a fucking MacBook. No. I'm not spending $2,000 or $4,000 on a fucking computer that when they update a software, you don't know if you can use your damn laptop. I will stick with this. I will stick with this fucking $600 laptop that's probably like 2 years old because I bought it from Walmart. Don't care. Shit, I'll go to fucking Best Buy and get a more up-to-date laptop that's like $700, $700-$800, some shit like that on, or maybe even $1,000. Hey, I don't care. Technology, yes, it is improving like crazy. But also the fact that, you can't get a fucking chip to make your consoles, which sucks. Again, why there's no PS5s. And also the fact that you can go on StockX and motherfuckers selling that shit for like $2,500 right now. The gaming industry needs to get better. E3 used to be a big deal. Now it's PAX because you can get more bang for your buck. More games for your bucks. And I feel like that's how it should be right now, especially with everything going up. And yes, I get it. You can't make... Who the fuck keeps calling me? This is why I'm going to start putting my phone on airplane mode, whatever, or do not disturb. But we are the reasons why these big companies make money. Instead of our voices being heard on these big issues, we decide to use it on dumb shit. We, as gamers, we like to bitch and moan about a lot of things, but we never say it to the actual companies. We are the old man yelling at clouds. I mean, not the old. We're the old man yelling at clouds. Instead of us putting it in a direct way, in a positive direct way, and telling these companies, hey, this needs to improve because of this and because of that and blah blah blah. We just go, oh, this game fucking sucks, or this sucks and that sucks, does that blah blah blah, and the shit is annoying. Who the fuck? Sorry, that is distracting me. This is why I usually keep my phone on the floor, but I was trying to use it for like chat. But nobody left a comment or anything. Come on, guys, you can leave comments on here. Who the fuck? Anyway, I'm summing up. We can do better. We can get these companies to stop doing the dumb shit that they do if we just use actual voice in a positive way, not being these dumb assholes. And I didn't think I said in a positive way. Not in a positive way. If we could just use it, be like, hey, you need to stop doing this. You need to stop overcharging us for these games when they're whether they're either garbage or it's not even fucking long enough to play. When you can play a game in the span of like 19 hours, something's wrong with that. Like legitimate. And that's not even like speed running it. You know, I going back to G4, I watch the completionist, Gerard. He said and I know with him, he has time to do it. He said he beat Forbidden West in 19 hours, and I was like, God damn. And I think he said he completed the entire game in 19 hours. Me, it's been like 2 months, something like that. And that's just for me, just playing it on and off for like a few hours here and there. And I don't even know if that's him like finishing everything in the game or whatever like that, because there's a lot of stuff you can do. I think it's even more stuff after you beat the game. I'm not entirely sure. But when it's certain games that are that short of like playability in hours, they should make it a little bit lower. Now, yes, graphics may look amazing, gameplay may be off the charts and stuff like that, but when something is short, you should make it a little bit lower in price. Yes, you'll probably lose out on more money if you do it like that. But hey, it might be more people who was like, hey, I never played this game before. It looks great. They play it. Oh, wow, this is amazing. There you go. Now they're telling more people about it. And I know I can say this out here right now, but then you got to realize a lot of these places are in Japan. You know, Microsoft isn't a US-based fucking company. You know, that's like, I think it's like Germany or some shit like that. I forget. I know Sony and Nintendo are both Japan-owned companies. They do a lot of things different there. Just like when they had Sega. They did things very differently. You know, going back to the podcast I was saying earlier, listening to how the fall of Sega actually happened because Sega Japan, they wanted to bring out a new, I keep saying Mega Drive, like another Sega Genesis add-on or game or some shit like that. And in Sega US, it was like, no, we're still riding on the fucking Sega Genesis. This is fine. We shouldn't be another one. And it was like, oh no, we're still gonna put another one out. The Sega Genesis had already like just got recently put out, and then they're trying to bring out a new one, and it fucking flopped. It was way too much money. You know, I think they've learned now, even though I don't know, it's stupid to me. I keep saying this personally, and I think Xbox and Nintendo are supposed to be doing like collaboration or something together to where you can play certain Xbox games on the Nintendo Switch. I think that's how they got like Minecraft and some other shit. Me personally, I want what happened to Sega. I want the same thing that happened to Sega to happen with Nintendo. I want Nintendo to end up becoming just a software company, or even just because they made the big mistake. You know, Sega didn't see Nintendo as a big thing, and they told them no. So then Nintendo became what they were, and they beat out Sega. And Nintendo did the same thing to PlayStation. They didn't want to go to disc. They wanted to stay with cartridges. They didn't see into the future. They were like, oh well, no, cartridge is going to be the main thing. Why should we go into disc and this and that, blah blah blah. When in reality, disc had more space. And PlayStation was beating the shit out of them. They still beat them to this day. And I don't know, this sounds fucked up because then it'd be like fucking cell phone plans where it's like, oh, well, we used to have like 6 different places you can get provided, like phone provided from. Now it's only like 3 major companies. Hey, I know it's going to sound fucked up, but this is the reason why I say this. Because Nintendo fucked up with not getting the rights to Rare, and now Xbox has it, which I think is hilariously dumb. But the reason I want Nintendo to just basically die off is because I want Sony to buy them. And the reason I want that is because we can have stuff like the PSP again, that is something like the Nintendo Switch. We can have a more grittier version of Mario and Zelda and Metroid. Think of a Super Smash Bros. Game with like, oh my god, think of like Super Smash Brothers X Marvel vs. Capcom. Think of this shit. Like, this shit would be insane. You could be able to play fucking like Mario. Like, they already have that in the new game, in the new Super Smash Bros. We can do like Mario versus fucking Ryu and Ken. Like, this shit would be fucking amazing to do. Like, you could do fucking like Samus versus like Scorpion or some shit like that. If they actually did the shit right. Not like they did with that fucking Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe bullshit. That was horrible. Horrible basura trash garbage. I would love to see like a Zelda that wasn't like super like kiddie, or you could actually like when you do a sword swipe, actually like cut something off of like a fucking like goblin or whatever shit like that in the game. And you actually see blood. It's not just a strike and then it just fucking poof. You get like that Doom or Dark Souls or like whatever like those type of game mechanics to where like you actually like it's gritty. It doesn't have to be like cursing shit like that. It could be like I don't know, not a Kingdom Hearts, because even then that's kind of like Zelda-ish. I think I don't play Final Fantasy. I don't know if it's like blood and shit in the game, but it could be a little bit more. I don't want to say hardcore, but a little bit more like mature. Like it don't have to be in that teen rating or the E. It can be in the teen rating. It doesn't have to be like the fucking E for everyone or whatever the fuck it is right now. I'm not entirely sure. But I would love to see Nintendo get bought out by Sony just to be like, okay, well, we fucked up. This is what happened to us. This is what we did with Sega. And now we're going to do the same thing with PlayStation. It's always evolution thing. Sega didn't want to do anything with Nintendo, so then Nintendo bought Sega. Now, and back in the day, Nintendo didn't want to partner with fucking PlayStation. PlayStation was beating the shit out of them with the fucking PlayStation 1, 2, and all that shit. And now look what they are. The fucking Nintendo can barely even sell their shit for even that much. Where PlayStation, like Sony, is selling so much shit, like it's insane. I would love to see Nintendo get bought up by Sony. Not even just for like the rights of games, but the fact that we would get so many different games for PlayStation. that would be adapted differently. We like I don't know if anybody watches this stuff or sees it on YouTube, but seeing how certain people do like how they did like HD remasters or whatever of Mario, where it that texture looks so much better. Like, remember how I think it was Brawl on the Wii, how that opening would be where they'd show Mario and like how he used to look, and how like they switched him to like the more like actual fabric denim overalls and stuff. Like, think of that, but like on PlayStation, having somebody actually go in, changing those graphics to make it look, I'm gonna say like even more real. Like, it'll still have like that cartoony-ish thing, but it's like kind of like that CGI type feel to it. It would look great instead of having like the super cartoony-ish thing to it, how they have it now, because they want to make it for every fucking kid. It would be kind of like that, like kind of like Crash Bandicoot, how they've been doing like the remaster stuff now, where it's not super realistic, or even like Ratchet and Clank. It like I think honestly that I think that's the perfect thing to call it, like Ratchet and Clank, where it's still that cartoony type of thing, but you see like all the fight, like you see the like the hair and all that stuff. I would love to see that for like a Mario game, or for like a Kirby or something like that. Finally getting to see a great, Metroid game after like so many fucking years. Because honestly, I do feel like Sony would see the value in Samus Aran. It's a thing that fans love, and I do think certain games from Sony is a lot of fan service. God of War is a huge fan service game, and they brought that back, and they found a way to, make it even better, because you had all the Roman gods, and it was like, okay, what can we do next? Norse gods. At the end of this year, God of War Ragnarok is supposed to come out, and I can't wait for that shit. The last God of War game they made, I was skeptical because I was like, oh, it's over the shoulder. He doesn't have the fucking Blades of Chaos. It's not the same. I played that shit. I loved it. That is a game that is good storytelling and great gameplay, and a great degree of difficulty. I'm not gonna say it's a perfect game, but it's damn near perfect because it gives you a different point of view and a different experience. It is a great game because there's one thing that I do hate with a lot of games is they just go off their title. They just go off the title of the game and just go, oh, they'll buy it no matter what. It's this game. No. Don't rest on the fucking laurels of the game or off the title. If you're going to make a game, make it to where people will go, oh shit, I want to pick this up. That's like Doom. Doom was fucking great. Like, it's literally a thing where you can play Doom on fucking everything. And I bought Doom on, I think, 360, and I bought it when I got my PS4. I think it's on my PS4 right now, and I beat it. Then they made that new Doom, like a few years ago. I forgot what the fuck it was called. It's just garbage, and it's because of the mechanics of the game. They try to make it to where like, oh, this weapon, you got to use this weapon to beat this boss, and then this weapon. Like, no, the entire thing of Doom is to fuck shit up. It shouldn't be, oh, I got to get this weapon to kill this person, and then I got to get this weapon to kill this. No, it is, all right, plasma gun, I'm fucking everybody up in this room. Let's go. Oh, you want to fuck with me? I got you down to this much. I'm about to fucking put my fist in your fucking mouth, and take some shit out and destroy like that game. That game is like first person fucking Mortal Kombat almost. It's just with a gun. Also, because this is like a fan, this is like a creepypasta thing or like a fan theory thing. Another reason why I want Nintendo to be bought up by Sony is so we can get the whole Link is Doom guy thing. Because I would love that. I would love for there to be like that is like a tie-in somehow. Because if anyone ever plays The Legend of Zelda or anything like that, they always say it's like it's always a continuation, or it's always like something in the future. And I would love to where it's like is that apocalyptic future where either Link wasn't able, either he wasn't able to defeat I was saying Ganondorf, sorry. Ganondorf or Ganon, whatever. He wasn't able to beat Ganon. Or the fact that he was like you say, he was like frozen in time or something like that. And that he wakes up to the world being like this. That would be amazing. And instead of him having a fucking sword, or he could still have a sword. It could be like part of his like suit or something like that. Kind of like like Master Chief, whatever. He has like, I think he has like a sword, something like that, like a beam sword, something like that. I don't know, but that would be fucking awesome. Because with Zelda, Link always has to like adapt to the new shit. He always has new like new equipment and new. Who the fuck keeps texting me? Oh, somebody keeps walking that. But like he's always like adapting his new skills and new equipment and new weapons, stuff like that. Having something to where he's Doom guy and he's just like, all right, I gotta go save the world. Who the fuck? Oh. Sorry, somebody keeps fucking texting me, and I think this is for the graduation party I'm doing Sunday. I need to probably get a hold of them. Anyway, but having that escalation of just like, okay, he had to do all this stuff, and then now he's kind of like a grown man or something like that, and then he's in the fucking Doom guy like armor. That'd be fucking amazing. And then you actually get to see dude's face. Because I don't think there's ever been a game where you actually see Doom guy's face. Also, like different tie-ins, like put him in certain games, shit like that. Actually, finally getting a fucking Soul Calibur game to where he's on PlayStation and you can just play him on there instead of having to get a fucking Nintendo console. And that was the one thing I did kind of hate with like certain games where like different consoles have like their different play like for fight, like I said, for Soul Calibur, if you had it on PlayStation, it was Kratos, which was cool. If you had it on the GameCube or whatever, it was Zelda. If you had it on Xbox, I think it was Master Chief or some shit like that. Because I don't even think they have a game that has like somebody with a sword or some shit like that. I know recently the Soul Calibur 7, they have the dude from The Witcher, which I think is The Witcher. I don't know if The Witcher is just for PlayStation. I don't know, but they got a dude from The Witcher, Geralt, whatever. But having all those different tie-ins from games from the Nintendo lore onto in Sony's hands going into PlayStations, that'd be fucking awesome. Getting like a Mario versus Sonic versus like Crash Bandicoot or some shit like that. At the Olympic Games, which I hope they would never do. But just stupid shit like that. Getting the fucking like, because they already did shit with like Skylanders, and they had to go through fucking Sony for that because they had Crash Bandicoot, which they made him so fucking stupid. I it's not that I want the death of Nintendo. I kind of do, to be honest. I kind of do because they just been doing too much. Like you've been around for so long, you barely been holding on by a fucking thread. I would love, like I don't want fucking Xbox to buy them. I want Sony. I would love to see. I would love to see the company that you told no to, like the same thing that happened, like the same thing that happened to you with Sega. I want to see the same thing happen with PlayStation to Nintendo. It's the adapt or die. It's the natural order of things. Legitimately, it is the natural order of things. You fucked up by not seeing the future in place in with Sony and PlayStation, and now they are kicking your ass with better games and shit like that, and you are like dying fucking slowly. And I want to see Sony buy them. I don't want Xbox. I don't want Microsoft to buy them just like they did with Bethesda and shit like that. I want Sony to get Nintendo and just be like, okay, we have everything. We will keep what you have. Think about, imagine playing fucking Pokemon on a fucking PlayStation. Imagine that. That actually might make it better. I honestly do feel like it'd be. I feel like you probably get a better experience playing Pokemon on a fucking PlayStation. Like that's just me. Like I'm literally like imagining all the things that you could play from a Nintendo game onto the PlayStation. That'd be fucking crazy. But all right, I've almost been doing this for 2 hours, and I'm pretty sure y'all are probably tired of me talking. And I do need to rest my voice a bit because I'm still over here fucking choking. So I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you've been watching on YouTube. As you can tell, got a new overlay. I got all the stuff at the bottom. So you can follow me on YouTube. It is DJ Frostbite. On Facebook, it is my page on Facebook, The Negative Degree Podcast. Look it up. Follow it so that way you know when the next podcast is going to be. Also, just to get those follows up because right now I only have like 53 followers. I need to get them shits up. Instagram, you can follow me on DJ Frostbite. Anything else you want to follow me on? It is on all of my pages. If you want to look at my Facebook, it's on my Instagram. It's on my Twitter. If you want to find my Twitter, you can find it on my Facebook. You can find it on whatever. My Twitch, DJ Frostbite. My Twitch is DJ Frostbite. You know, if you want to watch this live on Twitch, if you don't want to get on Facebook, you're probably looking like, what's Twitch? Twitch is another video game aspect thing where you can do live streams, but a lot of people do stuff like this. Like I said, once again, it will probably not be it probably won't be a podcast this Friday and also next Friday. You know, this Friday, again, out of town. I might do one with my dad. I might. If I can get another microphone by then, I might do one with him. And then see how that goes. Because he'll be down to do it. You just got to find something to talk about and also make sure that he don't say shit that will get, well, I don't care about getting canceled, but he does say some problematic shit. So that's one big thing of trying to find something. I don't know, maybe we'll talk about sports or some shit like that because I know we can get super into that one. But yeah, if I can get him to do it, there'll be a podcast Friday. If not, you know, it just won't be one this Friday. I'll try to make it up Sunday or something like that. Either Sunday, I try to do it Sunday or like Monday, and then do it like another one like Tuesday or Wednesday. It won't be one next Friday because I'll be going on tour with Young Crooked and a bunch of other people. I won't be back until Sunday, and then probably just end up doing one on Monday. So you will not get one depending on if my dad wants to do one Friday. We won't get one for 2 weeks, but I will always try to I will make up what I can. Again, birthday is next week. Excuse me. Sorry. Birthday is coming up on Monday. Come see me at Blue Nightclub. Stop being fucking afraid to come to the West Side. Stop being afraid to come to Blue Nightclub. Come and support your local businesses. These places need you in there. Downtown, they're going to make their money. Come to other bars. If you are tired of going to the same places, hearing the same fucking music, or seeing the same people, or dealing with drama, or whatever like that, go to different places. Come to Blue Nightclub. I'll be there tonight. It's gonna be me. Hopefully Rosie's gonna be there. I know the homie Safari Chan is gonna be there. A couple other people hopefully gonna show up. Come check it out. Come have some drinks. Have fun. Like actual fun. Not this bullshit of just standing around trying to look cool with a fucking drink in your hand. Shit like that. Come to actually have fun. Come listen to some music. Actually listen to music. Don't go up to a DJ and be like, oh, hey, can you play this song? Stop doing that shit. Come, enjoy yourself, have fun. Hope to see you there. If I don't see you there tonight, hope to see you there Sunday or Monday. Or hopefully there, yes, for my birthday. Definitely there for my birthday. Shout out to Darren and Haley. Griving. I got it right. Hopefully griving. Because I said grieving last time. You two are the best. They're the owners. They're the owners of Blue Nightclub. But come out and support. And just come have fun. Because I will tell you this honestly. That place needs to be way more filled than it has been. And it's the fact that people, one, it's idiot people who want to ruin fun for everyone. But then two, the fact that a lot of people misconstrued what Blue Nightclub is. They hear shit from other people and it's wrong information. Come out, have some fun, have great drinks. And that's the end of the podcast. Once again, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all the stuff that you see. And make sure, always, if you ever have a great day, stop listening to those idiots who keep telling you to stay positive because you got to stay negative. Goodbye.